During the past 6 months, Paradox Interactive has been releasing dev diaries called the Tinto Talks for their newest game, Project Caesar/EU5. Today I want to make a video going over what I think will be the 5 best changes in EU5 based on what we know so far. Before I get too in depth with my top 5 choices, I want to go over some honorable mentions. These honorable mentions include changes to how countries will work with various different country types, new ruler mechanics with dynasty trees for your families, updates to how the army and navy system will work, amongst many other new and upcoming changes. Fifth on my list for important changes would be the situation system. Situations in EU5 help add character and flavor to the game by simulating historical events involving multiple different countries. Example of these that we were given in the dev diaries include the Black Death, the Italian Wars, and the Red Turban Rebellions. The situation system reminds me how in EU4 the HRE Religious League War would start. However, these situations will cover various more events over a longer time period. Fourth on my list, and something that I think that goes hand in hand with situations, is organizations. Organizations in EU5 expand on a lot of features coming from EU4. They operate by having different countries interact in a unique system related to only those in the organization. Examples include common organizations such as coalitions, religious-based organizations such as the Catholic Church, and other specific organizations such as the Holy Roman Empire. That being said, these organizations, which are very diverse, also add in new and unique features, including unions, which is a defensive alliance that have various different levels of integration, alongside new features and interactions related to the Chinese Middle Kingdom, the Tartar Yoke, Eastern Orthodox religions, and more. Third on my list for EU5/Project Caesar is the new technology system. Gone is the age of using mana to upgrade your technology. Instead, in EU5, you have advances in laws in order to replace this concept of ideas and technology. During each age, you will receive a new advancement tree. Most of the advances are common to every country, but some of them will be unique to certain regions or certain individual nations, alongside some advances being locked behind what age focus you take. To be able to obtain advance, you have to use the research speed of your nation. This will be modified by certain different effects, such as the type of nation you are, the power of your liturgical language, your average literacy, your clergy, and more. I'm generally very high on the idea of replacing mana with different systems, and I like the continuous customization you can have with each individual nation, depending on what advances they have available to them. Number 2 on my list, which is technically a combination of various different features, is the update to how economy, trade goods, and populations work. These features all have massive interplay, and that's why I feel like they should be mentioned together. Project Caesar dramatically expands on EU4's dev system by introducing a population system. This is similar to something that's in Vic 3 or in Imperator Rome. Each province will have an individual breakup, including many different cultures, many different religions, many different population types, and more. Each of these population types will then impact how much your economy produces. While the interaction between these features isn't the only thing that impacts the population system, the trade system, and the economy system, it will certainly be fun to work through having your pops produce more trade goods, which you then trade, which then increase your income. Then that income is invested back into your pops through buildings, which increase the amount of trade goods they produce, which is then traded for more money, so on and so forth. Number 1 on my list, and a massive change to EU5, will be the map and its underlying engine. The map obviously includes a lot of major updates to Project Caesar, whether that be the new start date being reflected on at 1337, being able to see how populations work in different map modes, or generally, the thousands of new locations and provinces. In terms of scale, EU5's map is expanding massively. EU4 had a few thousand interactable provinces, while EU5 will have 30,000 interactable locations. The map also helps us reflect a lot of new underlying changes, such as updates to climate, topography, and vegetation interactions, and it just generally helps us better understand the code that's underlying the game. And with updates to the game's engine, the map will be significantly more fluid and easy to interact with. I can't wait to be able to study all the new and different locations, the new map modes, the new nations, and more. And I think generally the map, which is where we spend most of our time playing EU4, conquering, coring nations, and more, will certainly have a major effect in making the game great. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what you feel will be the best features, and if you think EU5 will be any good. Sincerely, Wonder Productions.